Hello and welcome everybody. In today's session, we will do a complete breakdown of the English section for All India Sainik School Entrance Exam 2025 paper. So let us begin with question number 1. Question number 1 says, choose the most suitable collective noun from the options given below. Now first of all, you understand that till previous years, they used to ask the collective nouns directly, but this year they have changed from asking directly to asking through a sentence which is in the form of a fill in the blanks. Let us go through the sentence. The students presented a dash of flowers to the distinguished guests. The meaning of the sentence is, sentence का meaning है कि students ने present किया एक डैश ऑफ फ्लावर्स. तो फ्लावर्स जनरली ग्रुप में प्रेजेंट किए जाते हैं टू द डिस्टिंग्विश्ड गेस्ट. डिस्टिंग्विश्ड मींस स्पेशल गेस्ट को उन्होंने डैश ऑफ फ्लावर्स यहाँ पर प्रेजेंट किया है. और डैश ऑफ फ्लावर्स, तो फ्लावर्स के कलेक्टिव नाउन को हमें ढूंढना है. फ्लावर्स के ग्रुप के लिए हमें जो वर्ड आता है वो हमें यूज करना है. बट बिफोर दैट लेट अस हैव अ डिस्कशन ऑन व्हाट इज अ कलेक्टिव नाउन. फ्रेंड्स, कलेक्टिव नाउन इज अ वर्ड which is used for group of individuals or collection of things. For group of individuals, it can be a team is a collective noun, a crowd is a collective noun which is a group of individual. Similarly, a class is a collective noun for a group of individual. Family is a collective noun for a group of individual. Or it can be also for collection of things. For collection of things, bunch of flowers or bouquet of flowers or stack of books or fleet of ships. So fleet, stack and bunch will be a collective noun. For group of animals also we use collective nouns. For example, sheep, the group of sheep is called flock. Herd, a group of cattle is called herd. A group of bees is called swarm. So this is a collective noun which refers to a group of individual or collection of things or group of animals which together behave as a single unit, or which together refer as a single unit. So that is a collective noun. Now here in this question they are asking that what should be a collective noun for a group of flowers. Now, collective noun for a group of flowers is bouquet. T is silent, pronounced bouquet. So that will be our answer here. But let us also analyze the other options. The option number 1 is batch. Now guys, batch is also a collective noun and it is used for things which are made together. For example, batch of cookies or things which are handled together or made together or processed together. For example, handled together will be batch of students. So batch will not be a correct answer here because our answer is bouquet, which is a group of flowers. So batch will not be a correct collective noun here. The second option is pack. Now pack is also a collective noun. It is used for a group of wolves. It can also be used as pack of cards. A group of cards is also called pack. So again, that will not fit here. The fourth example is peasantry. This is also a collective noun, but students are less aware of this. Guys, peasantry is a group of rural workers. A group of rural working class people. इसको हम हिंदी में समझेंगे मजदूर और लेबर. A group of rural working class people. That is called peasantry. Again, that will not be a suitable option. So answer of question number 1 will be bouquet. Option number 3. Question number 2. Choose the correct option to complete the sentence. I wish to know dash the dash is pleasant in Delhi or not. So friends, if you look at this question, again this is creating a slight confusion because both the options are weather and weather. Let us understand both the options first before we start filling them. हम इससे पहले कि इस क्वेश्चन के ब्लैंक्स को कंप्लीट करें, let us understand these two options. The first weather, it actually refers to the climate, and the second weather actually refers to three possibilities. As it is a conjunction, it can have three functions. The first is to express a situation of doubt. When you are not certain about a situation, when you are having a uncertainty about a situation, जब आप किसी situation के लिए sure नहीं है, तो इसे तो एक doubtful situation के लिए use किया जा सकता है. Second, इसको choice के लिए use किया जा सकता है. For example, this or that, whether you like tea or coffee. And the third, it can also be used in place of if, for giving conditions. Now if you understand the sentence, the subject says I wish to know the dash, I wish to know dash, the dash is pleasant in Delhi or not. Subject यहाँ पर ये कहना चाहता है, सेंटेंस का मीनिंग ये बनना है कि मैं जानना चाहता हूँ वेदर कि क्या जो क्लाइमेट है वो प्लेजेंट है दिल्ली का या नहीं. तो पहला तो यहाँ पर आई विश टू नो आ रहा है, मतलब डाउट की सिचुएशन आ रही है, अनसर्टेनिटी की सिचुएशन आ रही है, तो हम पहले तो यहाँ पर कंजंक्शन वाला वेदर यूज करेंगे, विच इज WHETHER. यहाँ पर हमें कंजंक्शन लगाना है. एंड द सेकेंड इज, ये प्लेजेंट की बात आ रही है तो प्लेजेंट के लिए हमें क्लाइमेट का वेदर लगाना है. स्लाइट कंफ्यूजन यहाँ पर आपको बन सकता है अगर स्पेलिंग में आपको कंफ्यूजन है, बट 90% बच्चों ने इसे जरूर करेक्ट किया होगा. आवर आंसर विल बी ऑप्शन नंबर सेकेंड. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. They are asking to change the gender of the underlined word. Very easy question. Most of the books have covered this in the part of their syllabus. They are asking the fox was hungry. तो बच्चों, fox is the masculine gender and the opposite gender, if fox is a masculine gender, we have to find its feminine gender, which is vixen. गाइस यहाँ पर भी इन्होंने एक कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट करने की कोशिश की थी, जैसे इन्होंने ये नहीं बताया था कि अंडरलाइन वर्ड का जेंडर मैस्कुलिन है या फेमिनिन है. वैसे इसमें किसी को कंफ्यूजन तो नहीं होना चाहिए क्योंकि एवरीबडी नोज दैट फॉक्स इज अ मैस्कुलिन जेंडर और हमें उसका फेमिनिन जेंडर ढूंढना था. आंसर विल बी ऑप्शन नंबर 1. बट लेट्स लुक एट द अदर ऑप्शन ऑल्सो. फॉक्सेस इज द प्लूरल फॉर्म ऑफ फॉक्स. कॉल्ट, कॉल्ट इज अ मैस्कुलिन जेंडर ऑफ यंग हॉर्स, or we can call it young male horse, and its feminine gender is filly. Filly is the young female horse, or you can call the young one of a horse of female, a feminine gender. So answer to question number 3 will be option number 1. Question number 4. Identify the parts of speech of the underlined word in the given sentences. Friends, in the class we have done at least hundreds of examples like this where we have learned to identify the parts of speech of the different words in a paragraph, in a sentence, in a passage. Now here they say my mother will come soon. तो बच्चों पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच का जो आइडेंटिफिकेशन हमें करना होता है, दैट इज बेस्ड ऑन इट्स फंक्शन, कि कोई भी वर्ड क्या फंक्शन परफॉर्म कर रहा है, इसके बेसिस पर उसका पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच हम चूज करेंगे. ना बच्चों यहां पर आप देखिए सेंटेंस का मतलब है माय मदर विल कम सून, मतलब मेरी मदर जल्दी आएंगी. तो बच्चों ये जो सून वर्ड है, ये सून वर्ड कम के लिए आया हुआ है. दिस सून is actually coming for the word come, and guys come is a verb, it is a action verb, और बच्चों verb के लिए आने वाला word हो जाता है adverb. so soon यहां पर हो जाएगा adverb. Answer is option number 4. Now moving on, let us also have a breakdown of the other words. बच्चों यहाँ पर my आया है मदर के लिए. मदर इज अ नाउन, और नाउन के लिए आने वाला वर्ड हो जाएगा एडजेक्टिव. एंड व्हाट टाइप ऑफ एडजेक्टिव? माई मदर मीन्स मेरी मदर. इसका मतलब ये ओनरशिप, पोजेशन दिखा रहा है, सो इट विल बी अ possessive adjective. Now mother, needless to say, is a common noun and singular form. अगला जो उन्होंने स्ट्रक्चर दिया है, स्लाइटली कुछ बच्चों को कंफ्यूजन हो जाएगा. उन्होंने स्ट्रक्चर में विल कम लिखा हुआ है. फ्रेंड्स, will here is a helping verb or categorized as modal verb, and it is followed by will के साथ हम कम ले रहे हैं, तो कम यहां पर हो जाएगा verb. अब कई बच्चों को यहां पर एक छोटा सा कंफ्यूजन हो सकता है कि सर जब हमारा सब्जेक्ट सिंगुलर है, मदर जो है वो सिंगुलर है, सब्जेक्ट हमारा सिंगुलर है, तो वर्ब हमारा कम सिंगुलर क्यों नहीं है? वो सिंगुलर इसीलिए नहीं है क्योंकि आपको इसके कंस्ट्रक्शन को समझने की जरूरत है. सिंगुलर, अगर मदर सिंगुलर है तो यहां पर वर्ब का फॉर्म कम्स के बजाय कम्स आना चाहिए था, बिकॉज कम्स इज द सिंगुलर फॉर्म. बट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द स्ट्रक्चर. बच्चों, इसका स्ट्रक्चर जो है वो फ्यूचर टेंस कंस्ट्रक्शन की बात कर रहा है, और फ्यूचर टेंस कंस्ट्रक्शन में याद रखेंगे कि हमें विल के साथ हमेशा फर्स्ट फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब लगाना है, और उसके साथ अगर सिंगुलर स्ट्रक्चर है तो उसके साथ एस लगा देना वर्ब फॉर्म में. ये कोई जरूरी नहीं है. तो स्ट्रक्चर जो है उसके हिसाब से विल कम बिल्कुल ठीक है, क्योंकि सेंटेंस में विल, क्योंकि हेल्पिंग वर्ब के फॉर्म में विल लगा हुआ है, तो यहाँ पर इसी के लिए ये फ्यूचर के स्ट्रक्चर को बताता है, इसीलिए यहाँ पर हमें कम को लगाना है. आप यहाँ पर बिल्कुल कंफ्यूज मत होइए, क्योंकि जब फ्यूचर टेंस के सेंटेंस की कंस्ट्रक्शन की जाएगी तो विल के साथ यहाँ पर कम्स लगाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. इवन तो हमारा सब्जेक्ट सिंगुलर है, विल के साथ हमें प्लूरल फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब लेना होगा. दैट इज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ फ्यूचर टेंस. हमने कई बार इसको ऑलरेडी डिस्कस किया हुआ है. सो आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन विल बी ऑप्शन नंबर 4. Question number 5. Fill in the blanks with the plural forms. The first one slightly confusing. Now many students must have marked the plural of formula as formulas, which is not correct. This is wrong. The plural form of formula is formulae. Now these are the nouns which have slightly different kind of plural forms or irregular kind of plural forms. Look at another word, alumni. Alumni is when you are a pass out from a certain university or a certain college, you become an alumni. This is a plural form. And the singular form of alumni is alumnus. So again a slightly irregular form of singular and plural forms. Another example will be medium, which is the singular form, and the plural form of medium is media. So again an irregular form. The second one is sheep. Again slightly confusing to few people, but क्योंकि मैंने already discuss किया हुआ था, sheep has a zero plural form. So the plural form of sheep is sheep. Another such examples will be deer. The plural form of deer is also deer. Another similar words will be aircraft. The singular form is aircraft, the plural form is also aircraft. Another such examples can be species. Species का singular form भी species होता है, plural form भी species होता है. Fish can be another example. Fish का singular भी fish होता है और plural भी fish होता है. And if you are catching a same kind of fish, you say I catch a fish or I catch 10 fish, तो उसमें भी इसका singular और plural form same ही रहता है. There is no change in that. So answer will be option number 2. Question number 6. They're asking to find a word which is opposite of the given word. Opposite means we have to find the antonym. Let us understand each and every word. Heighten. Heighten means to increase something or to maximize something or to make something more intense. Simple word, increase. And let us look at the answer options. Maximize. Maximize also means to increase. This cannot be the answer as this is a synonym. Widen. Widen means to make something broader. Decrease. Decrease means to reduce something or to reduce the intensity of something or reduce any quantity or to reduce the value of something, right? Or to make smaller. This is the answer to decrease. This is the antonym of heighten. And strengthen means to make something stronger, to make something more robust. Answer is option number 3. Question number 7. Choose the word which is nearly in the same in meaning. Means we have to find the synonym. Let us understand. The word is demise. Demise means death. Or when something comes to an end. Or the termination of something. No problem. Simple meaning. The end. When we are talking about the synonym, answer is option number 4. Let us analyze the other words also. Illness. The first option, illness, means in a state of poor health. Second option, birth. Birth is the process of being born. It is the process of being born. The option number 3, rebirth. You can understand the term rebirth as when you revive something or when you revive something or a new start or a new beginning. That is rebirth. So answer will be option number 4. Question number 8. Again asking to fill in the blank by choosing the correct option. Sentence say there is not a student dash Mohit in our class. Now here the meaning of the sentence is comparison of Mohit with the rest of the class. And what is the implied meaning? जो सेंटेंस की मीनिंग बन रही है वो ये बन रही है कि मोहित की जो इंटेलिजेंस है वो सुपीरियर है बाकी क्लास के स्टूडेंट्स के साथ. तो हम ये बताना चाहते हैं दैट मोहित्स इंटेलिजेंस इज अनमैच्ड देन रेस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स. नाउ लेट अस लुक एट द ऑप्शंस. द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज एज द मोस्ट इंटेलिजेंट देन. इन जनरल एज एन ऑप्शन दिस इज इनकरेक्ट. व्हाई दिस इज इनकरेक्ट? बिकॉज पहले तो हमने द मोस्ट इंटेलिजेंट विल एक्चुअली शो द सुपरलेटिव फॉर्म और सुपरलेटिव फॉर्म के साथ अगर हमने आगे दैन लगा दिया है सो रिमेंबर दैट दैन इज यूज इन द कंपैरेटिव फॉर्म. सो एज अ कंस्ट्रक्शन दिस ऑप्शन डजंट होल्ड करेक्ट. ये हमारा आंसर नहीं हो सकता. लेट्स लुक एट द सेकंड ऑप्शन इंटेलिजेंट दैन. अगर हमने यहां पर दैन लगाया, दैन मीन्स हमें इसे कंपैरेटिव स्ट्रक्चर देना चाह रहे हैं और अगर हम इसे कंपैरेटिव स्ट्रक्चर देना चाह रहे हैं तो इंटेलिजेंट का कंपैरेटिव फॉर्म होता है मोर इंटेलिजेंट. तो यहां पर इंटेलिजेंट के पहले मोर वर्ड आना चाहिए था जो यहां नहीं है. सो अगेन दिस इज ऑल्सो इनकरेक्ट ऑप्शन. थर्ड ऑप्शन मोस्ट इंटेलिजेंट एज. नाउ इफ यू से मोस्ट इंटेलिजेंट, नाउ अगेन यू सी कि सारे ऑप्शंस थोड़े से कंफ्यूजिंग हैं. थोड़ा डिटेल्ड एनालिसिस की यहां पर जरूरत है हर एक ऑप्शन में. अगर हमने मोस्ट इंटेलिजेंट बोला है मीन्स वी आर ट्राइंग टू यूज द सुपरलेटिव फॉर्म बिकॉज द सुपरलेटिव फॉर्म ऑफ इंटेलिजेंट इज मोस्ट इंटेलिजेंट. पर यहां पर उसके लिए प्रॉब्लम यह है कि अगर हम सुपरलेटिव फॉर्म यूज कर रहे हैं तो सुपरलेटिव फॉर्म में मोस्ट के पहले द आना चाहिए था जो कि ऑप्शन में तो नहीं है. और अगर आप फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स में देखें दैट देयर इज नॉट अ स्टूडेंट तो यहां पर भी कहीं पर द प्रेजेंट नहीं है So that is why option number 3 is also incorrect, because of the incomplete construction. Now we come to the fourth option, as intelligent as, and we need to understand this. This structure is as. Intelligent is an adjective, then as, and after this we are using a noun or a pronoun. Now when we use this construction, as intelligent as, it means that we are using to compare the intelligence of the subject. यहाँ पर subject मोहित है, हम मोहित की इंटेलिजेंस को बाकी क्लास के इंटेलिजेंस से कंपेयर कर रहे हैं और हम एक स्टैंडर्ड बता रहे हैं कि मोहित जो है वो अपने क्लास में सबसे ज़्यादा इंटेलिजेंस है और उसकी इंटेलिजेंस किसी की भी सिमिलर नहीं है. तो दिस स्ट्रक्चर इज परफेक्ट. दिस इज अवर आंसर. Now this construction can be used in 3 cases. First is it can be used in a positive sentences. Example, Rita is as intelligent as Mohit. Is as intelligent as Mohit. It can be used in a negative sentence, which is the example here, that there is not a student as intelligent as Mohit in our class, and it can also be used for asking questions in a questioning statement. For example, is anyone as intelligent, I'll write down the intelligent in short form, as Mohit. So this phrase as intelligent as plus noun can be used in 3 cases: positive sentences, negative sentences, and questioning sentences. Answer is option number 4. Question number 9. Again they are asking to choose the most appropriate word to fill in the blank. The sentence starts with a blank, then there is an exclamation mark, then they says you have done well. Means this, in this sentence they are trying to praise or congratulate that you have done a good job, or maybe in a sport, or maybe in an exam. Let's analyze all the 4 options. Now here we see that there is a use of interjection. Now we generally feel the interjection is very, very simple, but here it can be slightly tricky, as the option number 3 and option number 4 are. You have to know the meaning completely. Let us start with the first option. We use the interjection O in the sentences where we experience pain, right? Or if we are hurt, right? Or if we are surprised. Now in this case, in this sentence, neither we have experienced any pain, or neither we are hurt, or nor we are surprised. We are just expressing, or we are praising, or we are congratulating. So here option number 1 will be incorrect. Let's move to the second option, oops. Now when do we use oops? In case of a minor accident, or if we commit a mistake, then we use oops. Again in this sentence it's not talking about mistakes, so option number 2 is also wrong. Now third option, bravo. Bravo is used for praising. जब आप किसी की तारीफ करना चाहते हैं, आप किसी को congratulate करना चाहते हैं for their performance or for their special achievements, then we use bravo, which will actually fit here perfectly. Alice. Answer is option number 3, Alice. Now friends, Alice is used to express sorrow, or a sad situation, or a regret situation, which is not a case here. So option number 4 is also not the option. However, जिन बच्चों को Alice word का meaning नहीं पता होगा, वो शायद इसमें confuse हो सकते हैं. Question number 10. Fill in the blanks by choosing the correct idiom. Now again this time also they have slightly changed the way of asking idioms. Till now they used to directly give the idiom and they used to ask the meaning, but this time again they have done it in the form of fill in the blanks. The meaning of the sentence it has been raining dash since the last 7 hours. Now रेन्स हो रहे हैं from last 7 hours means अगर पिछले 7 घंटे से बारिश हो रही है, इसका मतलब this is a very heavy rain, and heavy rain is called a downpour. A downpour, and the idiom for downpour is raining cats and dogs. Answer will be option number 3. Now let us analyze all the options here. The first option is hue and cry. Now guys, the hue and cry means a public protest. When a large number of people gather and protest about something, then it is called a hue and cry. So hue and cry will be for a public protest or a public outrage. Far and wide, this is used regarding when you want to express that something is spread over a large area. Again, that will not be the answer in this case. And black and white, a very simple meaning and very clear cut meaning. Black and white means something which is very clear or clear cut, or something which is very direct. So answer will be option number 3. Question number 11. Identify the form of tense in the following sentence. It says Soham had sung a song. Let us understand the construction. Soham is the subject. Had is the helping verb. Sung is the past participle form of the verb sing. A is an article, it is an indefinite article, and song is a noun. Now friends, if you look at the structure, which is subject plus had plus past participle form, actually represents the past perfect tense. So answer will be option number 4. Let us also understand all the options one by one. Option 1 is present perfect. The construction of present perfect tense will be subject plus has or have plus past participle form. Needless to say that if the subject is singular, our verb will be singular, and if the subject is plural, then the verb will also be plural. But the presence of has and have is very important. Construction of simple past is subject plus past form of the verb, which is V2. I'll write down past form of the verb. So past form of the verb sing is sang. Simple present, guys, simple present we know it is subject plus present form of the verb, V1 form of the verb or present form of the verb, and we use the verb accordingly. If the subject is singular, Soham is singular, so we'll use the singular verb sings. Past perfect we have discussed. Answer is option number 4. Question number 12. Identify the nouns used in the following sentences. Let us break down each and every word to understand it better. Says every person should perform his duty. Now friends, every in general is an adjective, and it is a distributive adjective. Now why I am calling it an adjective? Because every यहाँ पर person के लिए आ रहा है. Person is a common noun. Should is a modal verb. Perform is an action word, so it is a verb and actually acting as a main verb here. his, बच्चों वैसे तो his एक प्रोनाउन है, पर वो यहां पर ड्यूटी के लिए आ रहा है, सो इट विल बी अ possessive adjective. It will not be acting as a pronoun here. क्योंकि वो ड्यूटी के लिए आ रहा है तो वो एक possessive pronoun बन जाएगा, सॉरी possessive adjective बन जाएगा. And duty, friends, duty is a abstract noun. So the two nouns in the sentence are person and duty, which is option number 4. Next question says, fill in the blank by choosing the correct pronoun. This is the girl dash all admire. सेंटेंस का मतलब है ये वो गर्ल है जिसे सभी एडमायर करते हैं. सो गाइज, टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस क्वेश्चन इज स्लाइटली, इट विल फॉल इनटू 2 कैटेगरीज. यहां पर आंसर हुम भी हम लगा सकते हैं, यहां पर आंसर दैट भी लगा सकते हैं. जिन बच्चों ने दैट लगाया है, अगर चैलेंज किया जाए तो वो भी करेक्ट हो सकता है, हुम भी करेक्ट हो सकता है. बट हुम इज अ मोर पोलाइट कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ दिस फ्रेज. नो प्रॉब्लम. ग्रामेटिकली ऑल्सो हुम इज अ बेटर ऑप्शन, but that is also not invalid. Now let us understand कि whom जो है, अगर आप यहां पर whom यूज करें तो whom कब यूज करना है? whom हमें तब यूज करना है when you want to refer to the object of verb, and whom will actually be the object of the word admire. हम किसे admire कर रहे हैं? इस गर्ल को admire कर रहे हैं, तो whom यहां पर क्या हो जाएगा? object of verb. And which verb? The verb admire. No problem. Using the option who will actually be a wrong construction. This is the girl who all admire. This is not a construction wise, this is not correct. अगर आप यहां पर who यूज करेंगे तो सेंटेंस चेंज होना चाहिए. This is the girl who admires all or who admires everyone, which is not correct here because which is used for non-living things. तो विच का कंस्ट्रक्शन भी यहां पर करेक्ट नहीं हो पाएगा. नाउ दैट कैन ऑल्सो बी फिट हियर बिकॉज दैट कैन बी यूज्ड एज अ ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ वर्ब इन दिस केस, बट इट इज स्लाइटली नॉट रिकमेंडेड व्हेन यू आर रेफरिंग टू अ पर्सन, क्योंकि हम यहां पर एक पर्सन को रेफर कर रहे हैं. तो पर्सन को रेफर करने के लिए दैट थोड़ा सा इनअप्रोप्रिएट हो सकता है. इस बेसिस पर ये शायद आंसर हमारा ना हो. अदरवाइज whom and that both can be an option here, but the first option whom will be a better choice. Question number 14, very simple question asking the correct spelling. Answer is SEPARATE, which is option number 1. Question number 15, they are asking to arrange the sentences and make a meaningful sentence from that. So we have to arrange these expressions and we will make a meaningful sentence. वो जो इसका meaningful sentence, again reading is very important for this. इसका जो meaningful sentence बनेगा, it will start with option number B. It is believed that a pashmina shawl is, so this should come second. First it will be B, then it will be D. और आप देखिए यहाँ पर ऑप्शंस भी स्लाइटली कंफ्यूजिंग किए हुए हैं. देयर आर 2 ऑप्शंस जहाँ पर पहले B आया है, बाद में D आया है. Here next the answer will change. Here you will get the answer. It is believed that a pashmina shawl is as warm as 6 sweaters will come last. So answer will be B, then D, then A, then C. Question number 16. They are asking to choose the correct article from the given option, again in the form of fill in the blank. The sentence is Rahul is dash intelligent son of dash poor farmer. So the first blank is followed by the word intelligent, which is starting from I. I is giving a vowel sound. And for vowel sound, we use the indefinite article an. So in the first blank we use an. And they say Rahul is an intelligent son of dash poor farmer. The poor farmer starting with P, it's giving a consonant sound, and for consonant sound we use the indefinite article a. Now remember, a and both are indefinite articles which refer to general things, and the is a definite article which refer to a particular or a specific thing. Now when I talk about thing, this thing should always be a noun. Remember that articles are always used for nouns. कई बार हमें confusion होता है जब ऐसे questions आते हैं कि articles को कब use नहीं करना है. तो articles को कब use नहीं करना है, जब वहाँ पर noun नहीं है. And there are some other cases also, but this is the first application. It is always and always used for a noun. Next question, fill in the blanks by choosing the most suitable word. Charu's handwriting is dash. I am unable to read it. इसका मतलब चारू की जो handwriting है वो पढ़ने लायक नहीं है. बच्चों, something which is not being able to read, something which cannot be read, which is impossible to read, maybe because of the poor handwriting or maybe unclear writing, the word for that is illegible, means difficult to read. That is our answer. Let us understand the other options also. Eligible means suitable or qualified for a particular position or a particular opportunity. Immigrant. Guys, immigrant वो होते हैं जो अपनी कंट्री को छोड़कर दूसरी कंट्री में मूव हो जाते हैं. A person who leaves his own country and settles in another country and moves to another country. Ambiguous. Friends, ambiguous means something which has two meanings or something which is confusing because it has two meanings, or when you have a double mind. Now I'll give you an example of ambiguous word. Take an example of fast. बच्चों, फास्ट का मतलब क्विक भी होता है, तेज भी होता है, और फास्ट का एक और मीनिंग होता है जो कि हिंदी में हम यूज करते हैं. फास्ट का मतलब Question number 18. Fill in the blank with the correct form of the verb. The sentence is, while I dash a letter, my teacher came. Now friends, the sentence is starting itself with while. Now while has different meaning. While, first of all, while is a conjunction. And the most common use of while is to show the time. While क्या करता है, हमें time बताता है. Now the meaning here actually is, while का मतलब हो जाएगा, while means during the time, मतलब जिस समय के दौरान, means this action is going on. I was writing a letter, मतलब जब मैं एक लेटर लिख रहा था, so actually while हमें दिखा रहा है उस समय के दौरान. It means मेरा action जो है वो चल रहा था. And the answer here will be while I was writing a letter. So here we have to take the construction of past continuous, because while means during that time, means the action was ongoing. So here we will use the past continuous form. Answer will be option number 1. Other construction are not relevant, क्योंकि अगर हम while लगा रहे हैं, while मतलब हम उस दौरान में क्या काम कर रहे थे, इसका मतलब हमारा एक्शन जो था उस समय वो चल रहा था. So wrote will not be correct. Had been writing will not be correct. Now why had been writing will not be correct? Because had been writing shows the past perfect continuous tense. And guys, remember, in the past perfect continuous tense, they always should be mentioned a time phrase. And here, since there is no time phrase, we cannot go with option number 3. While I had written a narrative, नहीं हो सकता because the action is ongoing. Action हमारा ongoing होना चाहिए. तो हमें verb का continuous form means V1 plus ing form को use करना होगा. So again option 4 will not be relevant here. Question number 19. Choose the correct option to complete the sentence. Dash car is parked over dash. तो यहां पर बच्चों ये बताना चाह रहा है कि उनकी कार वहां पर पार्क की हुई है. तो पहले वाले कार के साथ हमें पजेसिव प्रोनाउन की जरूरत पड़ेगी. और हमें पजेसिव प्रोनाउन देयर की जरूरत पड़ेगी. सो द फर्स्ट ब्लैंक विल बी फिल्ड बाय देयर. And in the second, we have to use adverb of place. Now, adverb of place will be there. Answer will be option number 3. Their car is parked over there. Very easy question. Nobody will have any problem in this. Next question is from the question tags. Now, in the question tags, we remember, if the sentence is positive, then the question tag will be negative. And if the sentence is negative, the question tag will be positive. The sentence says, he works in school. Now guys, working is what type of verb? It is a doing verb. Working means it is a doing verb. तो हमारा जो यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन टैग का कंस्ट्रक्शन होगा वो डू के फॉर्म से होगा. और क्योंकि हमारा सब्जेक्ट ही सिंगुलर है, so our question tag, in our question tag, the helping verb will be the singular form of the verb do, which is does. Now since the sentence is positive, our question tag will be helping verb in singular form plus not plus subject. Now we remember that subject should also be in the pronoun form, but वो already pronoun में ही है, तो उसे हमें change करने की जरूरत नहीं है. So our answer will be option number 3. Question number 21, based on the reading passage. Now friends, reading passage के लिए हमारा जो approach होना चाहिए, our approach should be, we should first read the questions. We should identify the keywords in the question. Keywords का मतलब question में actually क्या पूछा हुआ है. Then you jot down or note down the keywords, and then when you read the passage, you keep an eye on the keywords and then find the answer. I'll explain it using the question number 21. It says, how can you become popular? So keywords will be how and popular. And when we read the passage, we should be careful about the term how we can become popular. Now I'll take you to the passage. और पैसेज को जब आप पढ़ते जाएंगे, just because of the time, I will not read the whole passage. जब आप पैसेज को पढ़ते जाएंगे, तो at the end of the first paragraph, you will see therein lies the secret of your popularity. So go ahead 2 lines above. They say the important thing is that you must talk about the other fellow's hobby rather than your own. Therein lies the secret of your popularity. So the answer of the question number 1 you will find here. How can you become popular? We can become popular. Answer is option number 4, by talking about listener's hobby. Means the person you are speaking to, you should listen to their hobby. This is the secret of popularity. Question number 22, they are asking find the word in para 1 which means within reach. Within reach का easy meaning है something which is accessible. इसके लिए आपको पैराग्राफ पढ़ने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. However, in some cases, the meaning of the word might change based on the context, but this is direct and simple. Question number 23. यहाँ पर इन्होंने हमें रिवर्स क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया है, सो स्लाइटली अ डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन, बिकॉज इन्होंने पूछा है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ऑथर्स व्यू विच स्टेटमेंट इज नॉट ट्रू. रिमेंबर अभी तक हमें नॉट ट्रू वाले स्टेटमेंट नहीं आते थे, बट फ्रॉम दिस टाइम दे हैव स्टार्टेड एडिंग द नॉट ट्रू काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, विच इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Here let us analyze all the options. Knowing how to say is not as important as what to say. The first sentence itself is the answer, which is in the last line of the paragraph, which says you must also know not only what to say but how to say. So this is also important, but in the question it says it is not important. It means this is the incorrect statement and this is our answer. Talking can be a means of pleasure. Yes, they have mentioned it in the passage. Talking costs nothing. It is mentioned in the passage. Doctors are willing to listen to our miseries and sickness. This is also correct as mentioned in the passage. Question number 24. Fill in the blank by choosing the correct word. It is important for children to dash good manners. बच्चों good manners जो होते हैं वो हमें अपने अंदर डेवलप करने चाहिए, अपने अंदर improve करने चाहिए. And to develop or improve a skill or a relationship, it means we have to cultivate. Answer is option number 1. Question number 25. According to author, which is the easiest art? ये पूरा passage conversation के बारे में है, बातचीत करने के बारे में है, thoughts को exchange करने के बारे में है. Answer is exchanging thoughts. Now we will move on to the next section, which is the mathematics.